Hello everyone, this is my second video and I'm going to be talking about human right abuses, stripping somebody's rights. Why would they strip your rights away? Okay, so you cannot have legal help, so you cannot have medical help. So when they strip your rights away, they can do with your body as they please. But they cannot just strip anybody's right away just like that. So if you're a good person, why would they strip your rights away? You have to be some kind of either mentally ill or a criminal, hey, listen, or a dissident or something. Something must be wrong with you. Undesirable, like we don't desire you. I don't know what that selection process for stripping your rights away is. And if they cannot strip your rights away, they will figure out how to set you up in a scenario where with their street theater personnel, so you can end up in a situation, and also they will provoke you to react violently. It's called a psychological baiting. So they combine those two and they're very good at what they do. So you eventually, and by the way, they also doing the harassment and the humiliating you, constantly setting you up to ridicule you. So you eventually gonna rage out, and that's exactly what they want. And when you do, then you're labeled dangerous. So they accumulate these setups, and so when they have enough evidence that you are messed up because they've been constantly harassing you and sabotaging your life and blasting you in the head, these targets are eventually gonna rage out and they're just gonna let it all out, right? And that's exactly what they want. So with that evidence, they can strip your rights away. Oh, she's dangerous or he's dangerous. We have to watch him. Well, if you didn't blast me in the head, or if you didn't make my money disappear, or if you didn't stage all those car accidents, and if you didn't sell your bullies around, I would still be the cute, bubbly girl that I was. But you've been provoking me for years. And let's take into consideration all the bank fraud and mail interception. So to keep me broke. And there's a reason why they need to keep you broke, especially if you're being experimented on. So let me give you the scenario so you can understand my point. Floyd, the situation with Floyd. 3 cops, 1 citizen dead. Got nasty. I'm gonna say my point of view. I really don't think the intentions of those cops were to kill him, especially if they knew they were in a public place and they were being filmed. I really don't think they did it on purpose. They fucked up, yes, but I really don't think they did it on purpose. They fucked up, yes, and there is such thing as police brutality, yes, but there's also good cops. From my personal experience, I have met some of the nicest cops, so I don't hate cops. Some of the nicest, hardworking cops, and they risk their lives every day to take care of us, right? But I've also met corrupt cops, and the corrupt cops are the ones that these gang stalkers use. Okay, they don't use the cops that they cannot be bribed. They don't want to. They know who they can use. And the corrupt cops they call them cousin, like your cousin Nancy group, the cousin Nancy group. So whenever these gang stalkers are damaging your property and you call the cops and hey, listen, let's do an investigation here. What's going on? How come my tires are somebody's cutting my tires? This is hate crime. Gang stalking is hate crime. Gang stalking is satanic ritual abuse. So somebody is sending me a message here. Who have I pissed off that about, right? So I need you to investigate because my life is in danger. There are station car accidents. This is nothing light. This is serious. I could end up dead, right? And these cops, not the good cops. There are good cops. I met them. I know them, but there are also corrupt cops. The corrupt cops, the cops that work for the Gangstalking squad, would just deny the investigation. No investigation, no, because they don't want anything documented of what they really do and who they really are by the law. So when I talk to cops, me as a target individual, and I'm only 5'2", I'm a woman, the cops that talk to me when I try to get a police report, they look nervous. They don't look like honest. So it makes me think here. How come a police officer that is a man, there's a strong man here with all his gadgets and his gun, even has a camera or whatever, how come he's nervous to talk to me? Because when it comes to making a report for targeted individuals, they can't help you. I believe they are told ahead not to help you, not to record, not to document anything. And that sucks because you're trying to gather evidence, right? And the good cops don't even deal with that. Anyways, so and back to the Floyd thing, I really don't think those cops meant to kill him. Not in a public scene, not surrounded by people that were filming. They fucked up, yes. So anyways, 3 cops, now they're in prison, 1 dead. So what is happening to targeted individuals, and how many targeted individuals do we have in the United States a year? Why are all these targeted individuals complaining? They have no legal help, no medical help. They don't have jobs. They're always broke, right? Why? They're complaining about like getting their heads blasted. Why? What's going on here? What's going on here is that these research doctors are performing deadly experiments on these targets. They know the outcome. They know the outcome is premature death. And this is why the research doctors need a whole gang of professional psychopaths to make sure their targets, their test subjects, which are called target individuals, are kept poor, because they love experimenting on the poor, right? But what if the person is not poor? They can also be experimented on. So once again, they hire professionals, the sabotaging team, to make that target poor. And the target is like trying to get a job here. The target is like, hey, this is not right. I need a lawyer. So the target can go to 100 lawyers, and all lawyers are not going to represent this target, even if the target has money. And if a lawyer wants to represent the target, and when it comes to being a test subject, the lawyer will take the money and not do a good job. Okay? And also, these professionals that are making sure to keep the test subject poor are also making sure the test subject support system is gone. No support system, so the target is completely isolated. Why? Because if a human rights lawyer, like a good one that cannot be bribed, let's say, if a human rights lawyer can actually put together the case, these doctors are violating human rights, and this needs to come out. These people are disabled for what data? Why do you need why do you really need to hire a whole gang of professional psychopaths to destroy this person so you can collect some data from their body? That is that really that necessary? Why couldn't you just provide them, hey, listen, I'm gonna experiment on you. Hey, here's the concept. No, there's no such thing. And this is when research doctors feel like they are gods. Once again, psychopathy. When a human being feels like they're better than another human being, that's just flat out psychopathy. We're all equal here. Now, like those cops, like I said, those cops kill 3 people, they are in prison. I mean, the 3 cops kill 1 person, they're in prison. These research doctors are killing in the thousands a year. You can Google it. How many people die for malpractice? Does anybody say anything? Do we have people like how we had it with Floyd? Nobody says anything. On the contrary, these research doctors get awarded for Nobel Prizes at the expense of killing slowly somebody. A slow kill program. Targeted individuals are placed in a slow kill program. They're experimented on. The experiments are deadly. And they are gangstalked by professional psychopaths with high-end technology like communication interception, all that street theater. They have the whole actors to make it look like the person is paranoid. The person is not paranoid. It's a whole show. Good luck to survive on these targets. Okay, so these targets, if you Google targeted individuals online or put that hashtag, their lives are being destroyed. Their lives are not being destroyed just by these psychopaths who like bullying. They enjoy that stuff. That's why they got that job. They're good at it. They're getting paid to do what they love. That's awesome, by the way. So you love torturing people? Yes, I do. You got the job. How fun is that? I love what I do. I love doing music and I love doing real estate. But some people are unfortunate to have a job that sucks, but they have no choice to do it because it pays the bills, right? But these psychopaths actually love what they do. They get off on it. And they're getting paid to destroy somebody's life. They think it's funny. They think it's funny controlling somebody else's life. They love it. So, are you telling me neuroscience cartel, that you rely on a group of mentally ill psychopaths so you can collect data on your test subjects? You understand that these psychopaths are staging car accidents on your test subjects? What for? To keep them terrified? For neuroprosthetics? What for? Exactly. So these experiments are deadly. Nobody says anything. Like I said, 3 cops kill 1 person. Nightmare. Many doctors with a PhD from nice universities, amazing universities, kill in the thousands a year. And they get awarded and they get a Nobel Prize. But nobody says anything for the people that is killed. So that's the difference. So gangstalking is very well organized. It's really hard for a targeted individual that's a victim of a gangstalking squad, professionals, to even come up with evidence. So these experiments, if you Google the Brain Initiative. Find out how many millions or billion, I don't know. Right? So there's a lot of money behind experimenting on humans. These people are ending up disabled for life or dead. There's no there's no compensation for their families. While these psychopaths are getting paid to have fun, are getting paid to gangstalk women and children for experiments. How terrifying is that? Let's say a single mother with 2 kids, to have these professional psychopaths terrorize them and keep them broke. I don't know. Do you think it's right? Do you think it's right? Would you like to be in that situation? So that is all fine. What are they developing? Let's talk about neuroweapons here. I understand the military and I respect your jobs. Hey, I admire for what you do. In fact, I wanted to be one. I just broke my leg before boot camp. So I almost joined the Air Force. I admire you guys. Okay, thank you for protecting us. I respect all you. And I understand you have access to high technology. Okay, I respect that too. But I feel that I have to say this. I hope these gadgets that you have don't end up in the hands of criminal rings. I hope that these gadgets that you have don't end up in mentally ill sadists or sociopaths who would take these gadgets and play with them like they're water guns. They're not water guns. I hope that this technology that you have doesn't end up in somebody that's so messed up in the head that wants to attack me with it because I have food on my plate. Excuse me? So he's even jealous of the food on my plate. You can ask any psychologist, psychiatrist if that is normal. So if this person who's messed up in the head is jealous that I have food on my plate, he's just gonna randomly, what does that tell you? So there needs to be a regulation here, right? Hope your top secret technology is not being misused. Because if this is being misused by psychopath clowns that are using this to have fun, so they can feel like gods. Oh, look at this! Look what we can do with this person. Look what we can do with this person. So they can have a laugh. It's abuse of power, and abuse of power gets you a high. It gets you high because you're not responsible. You're an irresponsible person. So I really hope that is not being used so a bunch of sociopaths can have fun using these neuroweapons. Only they know if they're misusing them. So that's what's happening here. And who are being attacked, by the way? Why are these target individuals complaining? Why are most of them women? What have what have these women done to you? Or just testing stuff? The reason you have those positions is to take care of us and take care of yourselves. Your reputation means a lot. Your reputation with your reputation at that level means a lot to us. But if you're gonna have some clowns that are gonna use your technology to play with women's vaginas, give them orgasms while they're sleeping, because this is real here. If you're gonna have sociopaths to masturbate women while they're sleeping with your high-end technology, and you're supposed to take care of us, what does that tell us? What do you think that tells people if this comes out? You can force orgasms on people. And who has access to this technology? Responsible people in your field? Or is it a bunch of sadist clowns that they wanna have fun with it? I'm not the first target individual that is gonna say that these weapons are being misused. What is this brain massaging this sociopath is texting me about? So you can also massage people's brains without touching them. What else can you massage? What else can you massage? Their eyeballs, their brains. So if you can force orgasms and massage people's craniums via Wi-Fi, who has access to this stuff? Responsible people or a bunch of clowns that feel they need to do this so they can have a laugh. So they are raping women via Wi-Fi. That is true. There's even flyers there. Gangstalking, that is part of it. So let's go back to the consent form from these research doctors who use targeted individuals as their test subjects. So while you're trying to collect brain data, you know who you're using to keep your test subjects poor? These psychopaths who are using these weapons to masturbate their brains and masturbate their vaginas. And are you also experimenting on children? Are they also masturbating children with these? There you go. That's who you are. That's who you are. You don't provide consent forms for a reason. Because what you do is embarrassing. What you're doing is beyond human rights abuses. Beyond. Your whole team is your whole squad is horrible. Beyond human rights abuses. Universities are in it. Military's in it. Sorry to have to say this. Research institutions, So, and this is when the information is gonna come out, and it's coming out. I really hope that these weapons have not been leaked to irresponsible people. I think the Senate just ordered something about the redirected energy weapons last October 2020. At least something's happening here. They're no longer guns with guns. I mean, guns with bullets. Now we're using these microwave sound, whatever, microsound, whatever it's. So these weapons need to be regulated, or else we're gonna have like a nightmare here if they end up in the wrong hands of criminals. People are gonna start talking like I am. I have to warn people about this. Most people don't know about brain hacking. They don't know about body hacking. They don't know about biomedical trafficking. They do not know about what that's a long list. It's a long list of gadgets. But I have evidence, and that's all I wanted to share to these gang stalkers. They need to. I surely don't. They don't get it. They don't care. All they care about is harassing people and getting paid for it. That's why they're carefully selected. That whole gang is carefully selected. They don't steal anything. They're sadistic, they're dangerous, and they get off by destroying somebody's life. Okay, and that's the research doctors. They rely in that gang of sadists to keep their test subjects broke. So good luck to all these test subjects that are trying to get out of the program when they have professionals preventing from these test subjects to get a lawyer or to get any kind of help you want. You will be experimented till death. So this is where human rights abuses come in. Okay? Are you really experimenting? So if you have a whole gang of psychopaths who are trying to destroy my life, are you really experimenting, or is that just right now it's on a level that just like, are you selecting people just to like practice on? I don't know. It's a whole mess, but I'm not scared. I mean, I get it. I understand your